Back to our breaking news here on SportsCenter. Massive trade happening in the NBA right now. The Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Dončić for Anthony Davis.
Yeah. I've been a Mavs my whole entire life since I've been a baby. This is the worst moment in the history of my life. This is ridiculous. This is crazy, man.
The Los Angeles Lakers just pulled off the biggest trade of the year. Luka Dončić is wearing the purple and gold. Anthony Davis is gone, and the entire NBA just got turned upside down. Does this move make the Lakers an unstoppable super team? Or did they just blow up their future for a gamble that might backfire? Luka Dončić, the basketball wizard from Slovenia, now shares the same court as the king. It's the stuff of basketball dreams. But without AD protecting the rim, could this be the most spectacular backfire in Lakers history? So what's it going to be? The birth of basketball's next unstoppable force, or the beginning of a purple and gold nightmare? When the news broke, NBA Twitter exploded. Some called it genius, others called it reckless. But one thing's for sure, this is the biggest Lakers trade since they landed Anthony Davis in 2019. The deal? The Lakers send Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luka Dončić. The question is, why did this happen? For the Lakers, the answer is simple. Luka is a generational talent, and LeBron isn't getting any younger. AD's injuries have been a constant headache, and while he dominated when healthy, the Lakers needed consistency. Meanwhile, the Mavericks? They just paired Anthony Davis with Kyrie Irving, betting that AD's defense and size give them a better shot at a deep playoff run. But did the Lakers actually win this trade? Or did they just trade away their only real defensive anchor for a flashy offensive upgrade? Lakers fans are celebrating, Mavericks fans are debating, and analysts are still wrapping their heads around it. But let's get to the real question. Does Luka fit with LeBron? Because if they can't make it work, none of this matters. Luka Dončić and LeBron James on the same team. Two of the most unstoppable playmakers in basketball, two of the smartest minds in the game, and two guys who can single-handedly take over a fourth quarter. On paper, this sounds like a nightmare for every other team in the league. First, let's talk about what makes Luka and LeBron so dangerous. Luka is not just an elite scorer, he's a walking triple-double machine who controls the pace of the game like a chess master. He slows it down, picks apart defenses, and makes plays that shouldn't even be possible. His ability to create offense out of nothing is why he's already compared to legends at just 24 years old. And then there's LeBron. Even at 39, he's still one of the most dominant forces in the league. He's evolved his game, improved his shooting, and remains one of the best finishers at the rim. But here's the key question. Who runs the offense? Because both of these guys are used to being the guy. Their entire careers, they've been the primary ball handler, the floor general, the one calling the shots. Luka's at his best when he's controlling the tempo, slowing the game down, and making defenders dance in isolation. LeBron, on the other hand, thrives when he has the ball in his hands, dictating the pace and finding open shooters. So, who sacrifices? Does LeBron take a step back and let Luka be the primary ball handler? That could make sense. LeBron's aging, and this could allow him to conserve energy and focus more on scoring. But is he really ready to give up control? He's been the system everywhere he's played. Or does Luka adjust his game, play more off-ball, and let LeBron orchestrate? And here's another thing nobody's talking about: tempo. Luka plays slow. His entire game is built on a slow, methodical offense where he picks his spots and exploits weaknesses. LeBron? He wants to run. He wants to push the pace, get out in transition, and wear teams down with his athleticism. That's a major difference in play style. And let's not forget what the Lakers just lost. Anthony Davis wasn't just a star. He was their defensive anchor, the guy cleaning up mistakes and protecting the rim. Without AD, this Lakers team now has a gaping hole on defense. Luka and LeBron might put up 130 points a night, but who's stopping the other team from doing the same? The NBA is filled with elite offensive teams, and defense still wins championships. It's easy to look at two superstars on paper and think instant success, but the NBA doesn't work like that. Chemistry matters, fit matters, role players matter. If LeBron and Luka figure it out, this could be one of the most unstoppable offensive duos we've ever seen. But if they don't, it could turn into one of the biggest what-if stories in Lakers history. Super teams aren't just about two stars. History has proven it time and time again. Depth, defense, and role players win championships. And right now, the biggest question surrounding this new-look Lakers squad is simple. Did they just create an offensive juggernaut, or did they sacrifice too much for firepower? Because let's be honest, Luka and LeBron can only do so much. This isn't 2K where two superstars automatically mean a title. They need a supporting cast that fits. And right now, this Lakers roster, has some serious question marks. Losing Anthony Davis wasn't just losing an all-star, it was losing their defensive backbone, their rim protector, their most versatile defender. The guy who could guard anyone from Kevin Durant to Nikola Jokic and erase mistakes with his shot blocking. And now, who fills that role? Jackson Hayes? Solid athlete, but nowhere near AD's level. Christian Wood? Great scorer, but a liability on defense. Rui Hachimura? A good wing, but not a defensive anchor. The reality is, the Lakers don't have a single elite defender left in their front court. That's a massive issue in a Western Conference filled with dominant big men. How are they stopping Jokic? How are they slowing down Giannis if they make the finals? The Lakers' identity for years has been built in defense. Without AD, it's gone. And what about their backcourt? Austin Reeves is a rising star, but is he ready to be the third option behind Luka and LeBron? Who is going to step up when defenses collapse on Luka and LeBron? Because if those two guys don't have reliable shooters and defenders around them, this offense-heavy roster might just turn into a high-scoring, no-defense disaster. Think about the history of super teams. The Miami Heat had LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, but they also had role players like Shane Battier, Ray Allen, and Udonis Haslem doing the dirty work. The Warriors had Curry, KD, and Clay, but also Draymond Green setting the tone on defense. Even the Shaq and Kobe Lakers had key pieces like Robert Horry and Derek Fisher stepping up in crucial moments. The point is, you don't just need stars. You need balance. Right now, the Lakers look terrifying on offense, but without a strong supporting cast and an elite defender, they might just be an experiment that looks great on paper, but falls apart when it matters most. So here's the big question. Are the Lakers done making moves? Because as it stands, this team has championship-level firepower, but serious championship-level flaws. If they don't add a defensive presence, are they really a super team? Or are they just a highlight reel duo that falls short when it matters most? Super teams aren't built just to dominate the regular season. They're engineered to thrive in the playoffs, where every possession counts and every weakness is exposed. Right now, the Western Conference isn't just competitive, it's an all-out battleground. You've got the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets, with Nikola Jokic playing MVP-level basketball. The Phoenix Suns are loaded with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, blending lethal scoring with playoff experience. The Warriors might be older, but with Steph Curry still lighting it up, they're never out of the fight. And don't sleep on the Clippers, fully healthy and dangerous, with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George locked in. So where do the Lakers fit into this chaotic landscape? The offense? Absolutely lethal. Luka Dončić and LeBron James on the same team? That's a basketball fever dream. Their combined playmaking IQ, scoring ability, and court vision are going to dismantle defensive schemes night after night. Luka thrives in pick and rolls, while LeBron is the ultimate floor general. Together, they create an offensive system that's almost impossible to predict or contain. But here's the kicker. Defense wins championships. Regular season highlights are great for social media, but when it's Game 7, you need stops. And that's the Lakers' biggest question mark. With Anthony Davis gone, who's the defensive anchor? Can the current roster rotate fast enough, protect the rim, and handle elite wing scorers? Against teams like Denver or Phoenix, one defensive lapse can be the difference between moving on or going home. The potential is sky high, the talent is undeniable, but potential doesn't hang banners. Execution does. Right now, the Lakers look like they're one critical piece away, perhaps a defensive powerhouse or a versatile big man, from being the undisputed title favorite. Until then, they're walking the fine line between super team status and high-risk, high-reward experiment. At the end of the day, this blockbuster trade catapults the Lakers into the center of the NBA universe. Luka Dončić and LeBron James might just be the most electrifying duo we've seen in years, a perfect blend of old-school dominance and new-age brilliance. Offensively, they're terrifying. Luka's ability to control the tempo, paired with LeBron's leadership and clutch performances, is the stuff of legend in the making. But can we really call them a super team without addressing the elephant in the room? Defense. Without a defensive anchor like AD, the Lakers are vulnerable. Playoff basketball exposes flaws, and if they can't lock down opponents when it matters most, all that offensive firepower might be for nothing. So what's the verdict? Is this the dawn of another Lakers dynasty, or the start of a flashy, short-lived experiment that burns out before reaching the mountaintop? One thing's for sure, the entire NBA is watching. The spotlight is brighter than ever, the stakes are sky high, and the pressure, it's crushing. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Are the Lakers a legit super team destined for championship glory? Or did they gamble too much on star power without building a complete team? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who won this trade, the Lakers or the Mavericks? Let's settle this debate right here, right now. Is Luka the missing piece the Lakers needed, or did they just give up too much for a flashy name? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the Lakers are now a super team? Let's debate.